G'day trainers and welcome to a Pokemon TCG Pocket 5-minute deck build video. Today we're going over the ultimate daddy build, the Dragonite deck, and a variant that you might like to try as well. So if you're like me and don't want to be running Mewtwo EX and Gardevoir in every single game, stay tuned for what is in my opinion the most fun and satisfying deck to win with. First up, I will be talking about the most used Dragonite deck. While I personally prefer running this with Greninja, many more prefer the Weezing stall. The downside to this deck is that it does have some RNG requirements. You need to pull at least one water and electric energy, you need to get the evolution lines relatively quickly as well. However, if you set up fast enough, there are no decks that can withstand Daddy and his Draco Meteor. You can even one-shot Charizard EX if you land all damage on him at once. To begin, you're going to need the following cards: 2 Dragonite, 2 Dragonair, 2 Dratini, 2 Weezing, 2 Koffing, 2 red cards, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Koga, and 2 Sabrina. You will notice that there is no xspeed here, and that's because both Dragonite and Weezing have a 3 energy retreat, and it's not that practical to run, especially when we're using Koga. Now, you want to run only water and electric energy for this deck. If you throw dark energy in there for Weezing, then you are leaving way too much room for the RNG to ruin your battle. Weezing is purely here to stall for the time until you're able to evolve Dratini up until Dragonite, and manage to lay, the 4 energy onto said Dragonite. The ideal starting hand for this deck would be Dratini, Koffing, Weezing, Dragonair, and Dragonite. However, this will rarely happen due to RNG and card positions in your deck. That would just be a nice to have. This is where Pokeball and Professor's Research will come in handy, to help locate the basic Dratini and Koffing and then their evolutions if needed. The strategy of this deck is to as quickly as possible get Koffing and then Weezing into your active spot. Weezing can use its ability to poison the opposing active Pokemon, which will do 10 chip damage every single turn. While Weezing is stalling and poisoning, this is when you need to be placing Dratini on your bench and start loading energy onto it while evolving it each possible turn. The ultimate goal of this deck is to get your Dragonite with 1 water, 1 electric, and 2 of any energy on it so that you can unleash Draco Meteor, a devastating attack which can hit any opposing Pokemon, on the bench or in the active spot. Draco Meteor will do a combined damage of 200 hit points. This could all go to one opposing Pokemon, or it could be spread across multiple. Once you've got Dragonite powered up and ready to go, use Koga to withdraw Weezing and let the onslaught begin. Needless to say, Daddy has the firepower to win a game in a single turn. However, I am very partial to a slightly different build. Instead of the Weezing stall, I like to rely on Kangaskhan as my wall and use the Froakie line for snipe shots. Let me show you. For this variant, you're going to need 2 Dragonite, 2 Dragonair, 2 Dratini, 1 Kangaskhan, 1 Froakie, 1 Frogadier, 1 Greninja, 2 potions, 1 xspeed, 2 Pokeballs, 1 red card, 1 Sabrina, 1 Giovanni, and 2 Professor's Research. Now, admittedly, for most people, Weezing is going to be the better option. There is less RNG luck needed. I just really like this one and find it to be a tad more fun. The premise is the same as above: power up Dragonite and Draco Meteor everything. The difference is, Kanga is my wall, and for 1 of any energy, can deal up to 60 damage every hit. While Dragonite is coming to life, I try and get Froakie on the bench and up to Greninja. Gren has the ability Water Shuriken, which activates each turn from the bench. You can hit any opposing Pokemon for 20 extra damage on top of your active Pokemon attack. This has clutched me a win, or 10 recently. Let me know what you think of these builds, comment if you'll try any of them, and let me know how they went.